Some of my favorite videos to make on this channel are ones where I look at your homes, whether it's projects you've done or vintage, furniture you have thrifted. But for this video, which I think we have done before, or something along these lines, I am looking at some of my favorite before and after transformations, room transformations that you all have done. As usual, I post to my Instagram at Wasslepaw when I'm looking for some type of submission, and you all pulled through with some really fun before and after design projects in your bedrooms, your kitchens, your bathrooms, etc. etc. I've looked at some of these, but my assistant Marin actually collected a majority of what we're about to go through, so we're actually getting some live reactions. I don't know. It's never scripted, So yeah, we're back. I missed last week's video because I just need a break. I've been posting every Sunday for like 4 years now. And I'm working on other stuff, so sometimes I am not posting. But that being said, I'm working on some more intense videos that are coming out at some point. Yeah, I'm still here. And I'm drinking, what am I drinking? Just iced tea, lemon tea, just sweet enough. Let's see how much sugar is in this. Why are we always doing a little drink review? I don't know. 11 grams of sugar, whatever. I honestly am never really looking at the label for anything. So anyways, do we like this stuff? I'm drinking it. It's pretty good. Okay, let's talk about your before and after projects now. We're going to start off strong with a bathroom before and after. I feel like bathroom before and afters are always the most fun to look at because you don't need to do too much to make a bathroom look really good after. For instance, this bathroom, just a plain white standard bathroom. I actually do like the sink itself. It's kind of an interesting shape. But if I saw this bathroom, I'd be like, oh, this is a pretty easy upgrade. And they did a great job with literally just some dark paint. Love that color, whatever that color is. And they replaced the mirror. And I think that's it, honestly. Well, I guess the light fixture is different, but the big transformation is through the paint in the mirror. And I really love the outcome because you can just tell it was a few very simple upgrades and it looks so different. I feel like they could add in a Roman shade of some sort at that window to add that finishing touch. But at the end of the day, I'm really into this upgrade, and let us know what color you used down below. I also love that they didn't add in like a modern mirror or a modern light fixture. They actually kept it kind of in the same realm of maybe when this bathroom was built. Yeah, I'm really into it. And the wood touch is really nice. So good job. Lots of compliments in this video. No critiques. Well, I guess maybe a few critiques. We don't know. Okay, so now for this living room, the before and after of this section, I'm extremely impressed by. We've seen this before where there's these little indents that sometimes just come with the architecture of your place. It's probably, like pipes behind there or whatever. And I always look at those little spaces and I'm like, what could I do with this to make it more interesting? And I really love what this couple did. They looked at the right side of the wall and they had a vision to install some shelves. And I believe this person made that custom little cabinet and painted it that cool green color. That's so cool that you did it custom. I also think you could probably find something from IKEA, but because it's such a specific length and width, it's fun that you could do a custom little unit. If I were to ball out in this place, you could even replicate this on the left side of that room, the other indent. It's like, what are these called? I don't know. If you wanted like a really grand looking bookshelf wall, which I love very large looking installations. So I'm impressed. I love this. I think it turned out so good. I'm very, very impressed. And I really love the color that you chose on the bottom, like credenza piece. Also amazing flooring in this house. Where are you? What is this? We love it. We love this before and after. Another bathroom before and after with just some paint upgrades and a new shower curtain. I feel like I'm constantly talking about painting your bathroom. If you have a dingy bathroom, just paint it, period, a color, and paint the ceiling. You really don't have to upgrade anything else. They literally didn't upgrade anything else. Well, they changed out the art and the shower curtain. That's literally it. If you didn't watch my not last week, but 2 weeks ago, I filmed a video where I redid my brother's kitchen or gave it an upgrade, and same with his bathroom. And a lot of what we did was just paint and like switching art around and stuff like that. His bathroom is definitely very outdated, and I was like, let's just go in there, paint the walls and the ceiling, and it really transforms the space. So if you have an outdated bathroom, it's the easiest upgrade. Just paint it. And what a little upgrade it is, Looks just cozy and fun, and why not? Especially if you're a renter. For me, I didn't paint anything in this house because it already had some nice colors, and I just wasn't going to paint my entire living room. I like the colors, but the bathroom, I was able to get approved for my landlord to paint the bathroom. And I feel like if you rent, that's the one room you should be like, can I just paint this? Or just do it and paint it back white when you move out. It's pretty easy, and it's worth it in my opinion. For this next living room, they definitely took a very beige general apartment and gave it some flavor by painting it chilled wine. I think they painted it chilled wine. I do think that looks really good. I also think they could have upgraded the space without even painting the room. Sometimes I think that a white room does look nice, especially if you have colorful furniture or books to add, but I do really love the outcome of this space. I also love that they added in a bamboo or wooden Roman shade. It adds in some nice depth, and some shelves on the side of, again, these indents. Everyone's putting the shelves in these correct spaces, and I really, really like it. I think the only, if I'm going to critique is I'd be curious to see if you shifted some things around so that all of your furniture isn't pushed against the back wall. I'd have to look at this deeper of what I would do, but maybe that orange couch turns and faces the TV, and then the green couch, I don't know. Maybe I need to do another critique video, but I think it looks really nice. Everything just needs to be brought in together. Okay, I'm not critiquing. Love this. Love the before and after. Hey, you. Hi. Let's take a quick little break to talk about today's sponsor, Helix. Helix makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. My brother has a Helix. Our lake house has a Helix. We all have a Helix mattress now, and I thought I'd give one to my assistant, Marin, who has now been working with me for almost a year. And Marin and her husband have been sleeping on their Helix mattress for maybe 4 months now. And I've had nothing but amazing things to say about the product. It was easy delivery, easy unpacking. I'm always giving Helix a glowing review. Not only do I love Helix, but my family loves Helix. We're always fighting over the room that has the Helix mattress at the lake house. Helix offers 20 unique mattresses to choose from, and they recently just launched a mattress topper as well. We have a cooling mattress topper at our lake house, and Marin and her husband also have a mattress topper, which is just a nice little added bonus for extra comfort or cooling or whatever your needs may be. And if you're not ready to purchase a full new mattress, you can always just purchase the topper, and voila, you can sleep now. So if you're like me, and I actually like a mattress that's semi-firm, taking the Helix sleep quiz is extremely helpful to kind of figure out what direction to go in. And as an interior designer, you never really think about having to purchase a mattress for your clients, but you do. Sometimes you do have to purchase them a mattress, and in that case, I always recommend Helix. Helix is offering an exclusive offer, 27% off site-wide. So go check out helixsleep.com/ page W or use the link in my description. And thanks again, Helix, for sponsoring this video. Now back to whatever I was talking about. One of the main video requests I get is to do a video on how to design a kid's room. And I've been just like against doing it because I don't have a child. So I guess I know what I would do. I guess, I don't know. I could still do the video, but I do like to see what people do with their kids' rooms because I say, why not? Obviously, you don't want to put in like a ton of money. Like I like when design is transitional where, you know, from a kid, they can easily change it into what they would like as a teen. But I like when people do some fun things. And I really loved this before and after of this baby room because she got creative with, instead of buying, you know, a changing table that you eventually have to get rid of, she just made her own, which I think is honestly so smart. Just get a dresser and have a little changing table on it. I don't think you have to invest in an actual changing table, but again, I haven't done my research, so yeah. But she also made this little like shelving unit that goes around where she changes the baby. And this blue color is actually very popular for a baby's room right now, which I actually do really like it. Although it's a blue color, it feels nice and warm. Actually, my friend Christiana, who I featured her place on Check Out This Fucking Home. She did an all blue room for her baby, and then all blue carpet, which I really liked. She actually just moved to San Francisco, so this room doesn't exist anymore, but we like it. Anyways, back to this baby's room. I think she did a really nice job. Also, just a reminder that when you're decorating a baby's room, a newborn, the amount of time that you spend in that room is a lot of time, I presume. Again, I don't have a child, but I'm assuming, you know, you're feeding them at night. You're in there putting them down for naps. You're hanging out in there. You're reading books. So you kind of want to decorate it nice for you at the end of the day. So, oh, also, I'm just noticing now that built-in thing was a little like closet, and she took out the rods and painted it and made it into the changing section. Clever. Love it. I love the before and after of this kitchen transformation. I think the color palette is obviously, we love. I love a yellow. I love a green. Actually, someone commented, wait, I want to read this interaction. If you don't know this already, I have a vintage store called Office Supplies. You can go follow them. Here's their stuff. They're our stuff. Here's our stuff. Anyways, so this person commented, you like green and yellow and orange and tan, bro. It's like, yeah, that is true. And I responded back, LOL, that's half the colors. And then this person responded back, no. And that was our combo. And I have talked about this with Kate where I'm like, I feel like I wish I liked more colors, but she always points out, she's like, there's only so many colors that you can like. I feel like I like all of the colors besides a few here and there, like pink and purple, basically. But anyways, of course I like this kitchen because it's in my color palette that I like. But like those cabinets are an amazing color and they look really nice with the floor and just would look better than gray, in my opinion. So what's it to ya? But anyways, it looks amazing. I really like it. I just love the design. And I also really love how she put that big bar underneath the top cabinets and it hangs all of her pots and pans. I've never thought of doing it all the way across. So here we are, all learning from each other. That's why we're here. That's why we're watching. That's why we like to see what we all are doing, because I'm stealing all your ideas. If you're going to take mine, I'm going to take yours. Thank you. Again, another bathroom upgrade. They, painted a nice neutral green. I actually like how the green walls go with the green shower curtain. And yeah, I just like that monochromatic touch. They upgraded the light fixture to just a nice, simple silver light fixture that is modern, but also has some old flair, and upgraded the mirror to something similar, but just you know, a different shape. And everything else I think they kept the same, and it looks really good. And I actually really love the color selection, because when you have outdated tile like that, sometimes it's just good to go with a color that's really going to complement it instead of getting a little crazy. Like obviously like a blue or like any other color could look good in this room. But if I looked at that beige tile, I would be like, okay, what is going to make this tile look the best? And I think it is a green. So killed it. Oh, also on this side, I missed this. They added in a vintage little bathroom table, which that table is actually perfect for a bathroom. I like something that has a little enclosed storage, a tabletop for your stuff, a towel, shelf. I like that. I like that little guy. And I do like how she painted the trim in the door. I have talked about how you don't always have to paint your trim and the door, but sometimes if your space is this outdated, it's not like crazy outdated. It's just like the tile, you know, is just older. So sometimes I think getting rid of some certain areas in the room and just keeping it sleek and all one color is good, but we're in a constant debate of whether to paint the trim in the door, but I do think this looks good. Okay, moving on. This before and after, I particularly, can I talk? Particularly loved, because they just invested a little bit of money, well, a lot of it or a little bit, I don't really know what this would fully cost, to take out that door, which is interesting that it's in a bedroom, because maybe they weren't using this as a bedroom, the previous owners. And they have a kind of a weird little jail cell-y looking window in the before as well. And they knocked it all out and put a window wall in. I just think, why not? If you can splurge on this type of upgrade, you should do it. Look how nice this transformed the space, because it looks out into their backyard. There's a lot of trees. It's definitely very much so worth the investment. And I think it turned out amazing. It looks like they upgraded the floors as well. They obviously did a full-on little makeover here. But if you can install some sliding doors like that, like you don't always need to have like the rich people type that, you know, folds open and it's this full-on like walkout. I still think sliding doors look just as good. So great upgrade. Well done. We love it. Which one's your favorite? At the end, write your favorite upgrade down below. Or down. This bathroom upgrade, we're doing a lot of bathroom upgrades. Honestly, it's the most affordable project. But this one turned out so good. Again, you can keep that outdated tile if you find a color that complements it. And they didn't go in the green direction, but I honestly feel like this would be my second choice, going in like a burgundy maroon type direction. And it looks so good. They also got a little light fixture to replace the boob light. And again, that's not a huge, crazy task to replace your light fixture. I'm here to preach it in every video that you can hire a TaskRabbit to replace those things. And it's really not that expensive. It's a really easy way to upgrade the space. Paint, replace your light fixture. I think she painted the trim of the window, which I think was a great call, because that is just kind of like raw wood, which is interesting. And then she added in a little piece of yellow art. Look at all of this. Look at you. Look at you doing all of that. I don't know who you are, but we love it. And when I say we, I do mean all of us. I'm assuming we're all enjoying these upgrades, hopefully, right? Okay. This before and after was extremely interesting to me, because while this isn't all fully my style, I really love what he did. Well, one, he had a projector on the screen, so he didn't want, you know, a TV. And so he made like a little area where the projector will still go, and built a shelf underneath and above. And then he has like these mini ones to the left that hold his tech items. I just really love how personalized this wall is. And then this is where I was like, what's going on over here? But the table, or the chair and the table on this wall, fold up and collapse on the wall. So I'm assuming this is kind of a tiny apartment, and they needed somewhere to store the table and chair when not in use. So basically it's a table and chair that folds, and then you can hang it on the wall hooks on the wall, and then the light can kind of move back so it all gets kind of smushed. I don't know. I thought this was extremely creative, and I really love the outcome and the simplicity of the design. I don't know. People who have style like this where it's very intricate and simple and it's made specifically for them, like literally there's like a little thing on the wall for their headphones. I just really love it. I also love how they put a little plant there for when the projector is not in use. I'm sure you could just like turn it or move it when you're using the projector. So yeah, what a good idea if you live in a small place. I never really thought to fold up a table and chair and hang it on the wall. Such a good idea. Another before and after bathroom makeover with, I think it's the chilled wine color again. I feel like everyone really loved Kate's recommendation of the chilled wine. It is a really good color. They went in a more light direction for this bathroom upgrade. I still really love it. I feel like usually when I'm doing a quick little bathroom makeover, I usually go in the dark palette, but I guess I take that back because the first time I painted my bathroom here, I did kind of a similar color to this, and then I went dark. But what I learned from that experience is that I do like a darker color when the bathroom's outdated. That being said, this looks really good. They did some amazing upgrades. They added in some fun art, which I think is honestly just key. Sometimes you just got to add in some fun art and paint a wall, and that's that. I could do a whole video on just bathroom upgrades apparently. So keep sending them, or follow my Instagram and I'll tell you when I'm taking submissions, because sometimes you will send me submissions when I'm not looking, and those do just get lost. But I guess sometimes if you email them, they won't. I don't know. Depends. This bedroom was such a fun before and after because you can just tell how this person's style has progressed over the years. Because when you see the before, which is, some more generic art, lots of cool blue colors, which it still looks good to me. This room still looks good. But when you look at the after, it has a bit more personality. It adds some warmth as well. The wall color looks like it maybe stayed the same, but it has that cool tone to it. And I think it turned out really nice. And you can just kind of see when your style evolves in this way. And this is actually a really good demonstration of how you can do like small upgrades to update your space as your style grows or changes throughout the years. Because she easily could, add that blue comforter back, which I do like that blue, and kind of mix and match, and I don't know. It's a nice little upgrade. I think just getting rid of that generic art. And she has 2 pieces of art by Basma Alromaih, my friend. So we love that. Go check her out. She sells prints online. I'll link her down below if you're interested. But she has the waffle print is the shoe loafer one. That's the one I have. And then she has like a few in her series that are really cool. So anyways, love it. Love the bamboo shades too. You can't go wrong. Yay. This before and after is fun because it's kind of just showing how she furnished the place. It's not some big renovation. She's just kind of showing how it looked empty and what she did to furnish it. Well, I guess it shows like a few like items in the house prior, but I love it. I think it turned out so good. I don't think she painted the walls. I think she did such a nice job at where the furniture is arranged. She has this little banquette seating in the corner, which I feel as though maybe people wouldn't necessarily do because it's kind of in the living room. But what else would you put there that's really going to get put to good use? And I love that she turned that into a little dining nook. And then she added in some fun mid-century wood wall unit structured things. I really like the touch of the blue rug, adding in that cool tone. I talked about that in a previous video too, that you want to make sure you still have some cool tones incorporated when your style leans more warm. I guess that's me, And it just looks really nice. Oh, also, I wanted to end on this backyard transformation before and after that she did, because I think it turned out really good. It looks really European to me with the grass on each side, and they kept this pathway. I don't know. This looks very high end with what they did. They did such a good job. Whoever you are, you have some fun taste, and I really love what you did with your yard, your space, all of it. Yay. And that's it. That's the video for today. Yeah, hopefully you liked. I am curious if you have any other ideas on how we can do videos where you can submit things, because I feel as though those are the most fun videos to make. I love seeing all of your spaces. We've seen, your before and after projects. We've seen just your homes in general. We've seen stuff you've thrifted. If you have any other ideas or things you would want to see from our community of design people that are here on this channel, let me know. Because I've thought about doing a video where you could submit just design projects in general that you love or stuff from Pinterest, but it's not as fun, in my opinion, to see projects that aren't achievable where I can draw actual inspiration from. Obviously, I love going through Pinterest and seeing these amazing projects, and I use a lot of those as example images, but I don't know. Leave me ideas. I did say I have some fun videos in the works, but in the meantime, we'll sit down, we'll chat, we'll hang out. Right? I think that's it. Anyways, I need to go inside and eat lunch. And then I am working on a few interior design projects. I'm just doing the most. Got to go to the vintage store. I am releasing wine glasses. My first ever product that I ever released for I'm doing another round of them. Not a ton, but just for funsies, I'm going to release another round of wine glasses. So if you want those, I think they're going to come out in the next month or two. And then I'm doing a big drop of pillows in December. I've been so busy this year that I haven't gotten around to releasing as many products as I wanted. I was going to do shower curtains. I pushed those to next year. Everything's in the works. But yeah, wine glasses coming out. I'm going to say end of September, early October, and then big drop of pillows, all new designs. I'm so stoked for early December. Okay, I'm going to go eat a prepackaged salad. Goodbye.